Hi, it's Jessica Taylor. Grab a cup of coffee, pull up a comfy chair, and let's take a look at the new 2016 Stampin' Up! Holiday catalog together. As I'm shooting this video, it's the beginning of September and I am holding on to summer with both hands. I am just not ready to think about Christmas yet this year. So I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead past all the Christmas sets in the beginning. Don't worry, we'll come back to them. But I want to show you my favorite stamp set in this catalog, and that's on page 38. And it's called It's a Celebration. So this is actually a New Year stamp set. It says Happy New Year, but this is great for so many other things. The first thing I thought of when I saw the stamp set and these fun kind of fireworks was that these would make great backgrounds. I love to stamp my own backgrounds and then cut up my piece of paper and make it into a stack of cards using one sheet wonder templates. So that was my first thought when I saw this set. But you can also use it for 4th of July, and the Celebrate makes it perfect for birthdays. So it's a really versatile set. On this next page, you have some tag stamps and some tag framelit dies. So these were made to go together, and you're going to find throughout the catalog, you're going to want to look for these bundle and save so that you can save 10%. When there's a matching stamp set and die set, if you have a big shot and you use dies, just go ahead and order the bundle, because when you order the stamp set, you're going to find that you always end up wanting the dies later, so you might as well order them at once and save. So these are kind of some fun tags that you can use on your Christmas gifts, and even really New Year's. This is perfect if you're going to a celebration and you want to take a gift to your host. So these are some fun dies that you can use. Also, I wanted to point out that when a stamp set has a coordinating die set or punch, you're going to kind of see the shadow around the stamp image. And then down below, it's going to tell you where you can find the dies or even the punch that matches that. So go ahead and be sure to check for that. Also, the stamps in this catalog are shown at full size. So kind of what you see is what you're going to get. All right, let's skip ahead to another one of my stamp sets that I love. And this is Glamper Greetings. It's just so cute. And again, this is a set that you can use all year round. It has Happy Birthday and a number of other greetings. Down here in the samples, they show you here's a Christmas card and a Halloween card, but really you can use this for any occasion. I mean, how cute is this little flamingo? So just a really fun set that if you like to color especially, that's a great one to get. Then my daughter, here I'm holding on to summer, she cannot wait for the ski season to start. She has season tickets to our local ski hill and she can't wait to get out there. So she loved this set called Mountain Adventure. Another thing I want to point out on this page is that you're going to want to look through the catalogs for tips. Here's a great tip right here, that you can place multiple stamp images onto one clear block and make fun backgrounds. So they placed 3 different stamps from this set all on the same clear block at the same time, and then stamped it in the same color to create the background for this card. So be sure that when you're looking through the catalog, don't just look at the stamp sets. Be sure to look at the different projects and tips throughout the catalog, because they're going to kind of spark your creativity to even use some supplies that you already have at home. All right, then let's go ahead and look at, this is the Petals and Paisley suite. So it doesn't necessarily say that it's a suite, but you'll notice that Stampin' Up! Creates their products so they go together. So all of these are kind of included in the Petals and Paisley suite, and they were designed to go together. So the stamp set, the designer series paper, the patterns, the colors, even the dies, again, you can bundle and save. And then another thing I wanted to point out on this page is the You Can Make It. You're going to find these throughout the catalog, and there will be a sample card or project, and then it'll tell you the supplies that you need to be able to make it. The only thing they don't do is tell you how to make it. So for instance, I just wanted to tell you how to make this one because I think it's a fun technique. What you're going to do is stamp your image with a Versamark ink, and then you're going to put clear embossing powder on it. The powder is just going to stick to that ink, and you're going to heat it until it's nice and clear embossed. So all the powder is going to melt. Then you're going to take a sponge brayer and your ink and just gently roll ink over top of the embossing, and it's going to resist your ink so that the stamped images you did are going to pop out. And this was stamped on white cardstock. So I hope that makes sense. And if you have any questions at all about what you see in the catalog, when you see a product or when you see a sample and you want to know how to make it, if you have any questions, please go ahead and ask me. I'm here to help. All right, next I want to go just one more page. These are kind of fall, but yet all occasion stamp sets. And that's this Totally Trees stamp set. This is another one that I think is so versatile. I always look for stamp sets that I can use for multiple occasions. And this is the kind of stamp set that you can use that for. So not only can you make all these different shaped trees, but there's these fun shape stamps in here. And you can use those to, again, stamp your own backgrounds, or you can use them behind letters. If you had alphabet stamps, you could stamp a letter over a circle and do a row of circles and then your letters in the circle. That would make a great title for a scrapbook page, or it would make a nice card as well. So always look for different things that you can do with the same stamp set. Also, as you're going through the catalog, make sure you look at the samples just for ideas. When I looked at this card here, I thought, oh, that's a great idea. I tend to, when I emboss with an embossing folder, I tend to emboss my whole card front. But on this one, they just took a little smaller piece of cardstock and embossed that, and I really like how that looks. So I'm going to go ahead and try that on a card that I make soon. Next, we're going to flip through to Halloween. There's lots of fun new products for that. And one of the ones that I like the best is Ghoulish Grunge. And again, it's because you can use this for so many things. Think non-Halloween when you look at this. Maybe at first glance you think, oh, that's blood dripping down and spider webs, ew. But really, this could be ink dripping down, like on this card over here for a thank you card. So also, some of these background textures would be great for making cards for guys. Sometimes it's really hard to come up with ideas for them because we tend to have a lot of flower stamps and kind of girly looking things. But these can add a little bit of texture to a guy card. So that's a great idea for that stamp set. Okay, now let's go back to Christmas and I'll show you a few things there as well. I just want to point out a few things that I don't want you to miss as well. There's a lot of new ribbon in this catalog and it's just so pretty. I love it. So one of the things I got right away was this stitched edge ribbon that comes in real red. And so I just wanted to show you that. It's 3/4 inch, so it's a little bit thicker. So if I was going to use this on my card, I probably wouldn't tie it in a bow or even tie it in a knot. I would just lay it across my card and tuck the edges behind and tape it in place. And then you could add a nice greeting or image over top of that. It's also great for tying up packages. It's going to be really pretty. Maybe you could wrap a present in a craft paper and then tie it up with a nice bow with this ribbon. Then there's also a lot of baker's twine, and this is a smaller, thinner baker's twine, and it has this one comes with real red and then whisper white with real red metallic thread, so it has just a little bit of shimmer to it. So that's kind of fun. Also on the next page is this cookie cutter Christmas stamp set and a coordinating punch. I love it when a stamp set has a coordinating punch, even more than when it has a coordinating die, because I think punches are so easy. So again, you can bundle and save 10% when you get these two together, and it's just got a really cute moose and Santa and a little Eskimo person, gingerbread man, and then it has a teddy bear. So you can use this teddy bear not only for Christmas, but you could use it to make baby cards or something like that for little kids. So that's a fun way to use it. And then along with this stamp set and punch, if we go back to the Halloween section, right here, there is this cookie cutter Halloween. So these images as well work with this cookie cutter punch. So there's no bundle with those two together, but they do coordinate. So if you're into the Halloween card making or decoration goodie bag making, you might want to look at those two together. Then here we have some glitter Stampin' Emboss powder. And I just wanted to point out that this is embossing powder, so it's not just glitter. You don't want to use it with glue and then add the glitter. What you're going to do is stamp with the Versamark ink pad, add your glitter emboss powder, and then heat it with your heat tool so that it will set it and you'll have a nice raised embossed image. If you don't have a big shot already, when you hear me talking about all these thinlits and framelits dies, and even the textured impressions embossing folders, if you don't have a big shot yet, put it on your Christmas list because I have 2 of them. I love it so much and I use this all the time. So this is a great thing. It's a little pricier item. So if you don't want to buy it for yourself, that's a good thing to ask someone else to get you for Christmas. And again, here's another bundle star stamp set with some great greetings that I really like the font on these, and then the matching Thinlit dies. Here's another. I was talking about embossing folders. This is a new one called Cable Knit, and this is a new type of embossing folder. It's called Dynamic, so it's really got a lot more depth to it. And there is a video. This little sign here shows that there's a video that tells you more about this product, or so that you can kind of see it in action, get tips, see projects made with it. And below this video, I'll have a link so that you can watch the other videos that are in this catalog. Also on this page, I love how, again, looking at the projects, they use just a small piece of pattern paper, some ribbon, and a tag to dress up a plain white box. So you don't have to get super fancy when you're creating stuff. It's really easy to take something plain and make it look pretty. All right, I'm going to skip ahead a little bit here. And this is another super cute set. This is called Jolly Friends, and it has a hat punch that goes with it. Again, bundle and save. But the one thing I want to point out for this is that you can stamp the hats and punch them out, but there is no punch out for the moose. So like this cute little card, you have to cut the moose out by hand. So I'm not a fan of doing that, but I just wanted to warn you that it's super cute. It's super easy to punch out the hat, but when you look at some of these samples, there was a lot of hand cutting going on. So just beware when you are going to make with it. If you're going to make a whole bunch of cards, you might not want to cut out 100 moose heads. Just something to think about. How cute is this llama? And this does have a framelit die that matches it, that's in the annual catalog. So when you look down below, it'll tell you when it says AC and then the page number, that means annual catalog. So you're going to want to go back to the big annual catalog to look for that product. Okay, project life. If you want to make a scrapbook of your holiday season, Project Life is really easy to use. It has pocket pages that you can get these cards and you just slide them right in. You slide your pictures right in. It's super easy. These cards are also great for using on cards, and that's why I got a pack of them. On one side of some of them, they have, basically it's just pretty paper. So you could use it this full size, or you could cut it up and use this on a number of different cards. It also has some greetings that you could use to just create a card front. These are a little bit bigger, so you might want to trim it down to do a normal size card, or you can make a larger sized card. But it kind of gets you started super fast. You could also use them for tags. So it comes in those larger sizes, and then there's a whole bunch, I didn't even open one pack, but a whole bunch of these smaller size cards. These are 3x4, and there's some that would be perfect for using as the main image on the front of your card, or there's also some patterns that these are a nice size that you could just put a little greeting, like maybe stamp a greeting, punch out a circle, plop it in the middle of that, put that on the front of a card. So there's just a bunch of different ones that you can use for making cards. So we're in the project kit section of the catalog, and this is great for a number of different reasons. If you don't have a lot of supplies and you don't want a lot of supplies, this is a great way to get started because you get all of the paper products and embellishments you need to create. For instance, this one is a tag kit to complete all these. What you want to be sure though is that you get everything you need to complete the kit. So this is the kit, the project kit right here, and this is how it comes. It comes with directions so that, and lots of pictures so that you know how to put everything together. It comes with this nice tin. You can either use this to store your tags in, or you can use this to give a gift in. And then it's just some fun stuff, a little washi tape, little baker's twine, some tassels, some little sequins and stars, lots of fun stuff. Again, all your pre-printed stuff. So to complete the project, what you want to make sure you do is order the stamp set that goes with it. So in this case, it's called Tin of Tags, and I really wanted this one because it's so versatile. Again, snowflakes for One Sheet Wonder backgrounds, but also just some great greetings, joy to the world, warm wishes and mistletoe kisses, spread some Christmas cheer. even a to from, things that I'll use even when I'm done making the tags. We can use those later. So also make sure you get the kit and you get the stamp set. And then underneath here, it tells you the other items that you need to complete the kit. So in this instance, you also need a few different colors of ink pads. You're also going to want a little bit of glue. So just be sure that you get all the supplies you need so that you don't get your kit and you're like, oh man, I forgot to order this. I can't finish this right now. Also, if you don't want to get those specific colors of ink pads and you have other color ink pads, you can make it work. All you really need is like a blue and a red, maybe a green. Same thing here. This is a card kit. So if you want to make your Christmas cards, but you don't want it to take you a long time, this is a great, all the pieces are already together for you and cut and really easy to put together. Again, make sure you get the stamp set and the other items that you need. This is cute. You can make some trees, another kit, and just if you have a small place, if you have a small apartment or dorm room, this would be cute for decorating. Otherwise, you can just decorate every last inch of your house. You could put a little tree in every room. This, we're now into the Fancy Frost kind of suite. There's some really cute glitter ribbon and pretty sequins. But the thing I wanted to point out was this Fancy Frost designer series paper, because in here it looks boring. It looks like, why would I want that? But what it is it has a textured design on each piece that you can sponge ink onto, and there's a number of different ways you can add ink, and it's going to make the pattern pop out. So again, there's a video you can watch about how to use this, so be sure to check that out. All right, now we're going to go back to page 3 because I just wanted to point out a couple more things. And that is these two stamp sets here I've already had some questions on. These are what they call host sets, so you can't just buy these stamp sets, but you can pick these stamp sets free if you place an order of $150 or more. So that's how you can get these stamp sets. When you place an order of $150 or more, you start to get Stampin' Rewards, and that's when you can pick these for free. Or you can pick anything else in the catalog for free as well. All right, and I taped this down so it wouldn't move, but on the back cover, if you want everything, if your wish list is huge, you might want to think about getting a starter kit. You can pick up to $125 worth of Stampin' Up! Products and pay only $99 for your starter kit. So I'll post a link below so that you can get more information about that. Once you order your starter kit, you get a 20% discount on all of your Stampin' Up! Orders. So again, if your wish list is really huge, you might want to consider that to save some money. And finally, if you would like your very own copy of this beautiful catalog, if you want to flip through the paper copy, you can request one at inkitupwithjessica.com/catalog. Or if you're ready to just shop now and order some of the things you saw, you can do that at shopinkitupwithjessica.com. Thanks so much for watching.